my name is Ingrid Berger Myrhe and I work with dance and choreography. These days I was meant to premiere my new piece at Spring Festival in Utrecht. Unfortunately that couldn't happen and the creation is rescheduled for 2021. It's a piece called In Other Words and it's made in collaboration with three of my brilliant colleagues, Chloe Chignal, Thomas Virzan and Pablo Espert Lilienfeld. The project was started at the research studios at Parts, where the four of us met, and it looks at the compatibilities between dance and language.
For example.
However.
In other words, as opposed to.
Nevertheless.
It seems to me sometimes that dance has this reputation of being either overly expressive or on the other hand completely incomprehensible, and I'm interested in offering an alternative to this. So this piece is essentially about literacy in dance, and it suggests how or if dance can be read according to a linguistic model, and it speculates on how dance is not simply expressive like language, but how dance in fact is language in itself. The performance builds on a basic score, a game if you'd like, where rhetoric devices are being used as compositional tools, and as the game develops, more conjunctions are introduced and expand the ways in which the dancers dialogue with each other. And as we play, we gain more agency to unfold our physical discourse and to propose new economies of reading.
But in canon.
These conjunctions that we use in the piece suggest ways to look at the dances in relation to each other. They don't determine what the dances mean, they simply organize them, a bit like syntax is doing for language. So it's a kind of verbal scaffold that holds the dance. So if language's contribution in this piece is to provide a framework that the spectator can read the choreographic writing through, then we like to think that this gives the dance the possibility to articulate its own discourse with its own syntax, grammar and vocabulary. The project is also trying to look at what constitutes a dance. It wants to point to the fact that a dance is not merely a sequence of physical movements. It's a complex structure that is in constant negotiation with its environment and the contracts that operate within this environment. One of the things that I really enjoy about this project is how it amuses itself with its very own premise. It can afford humor. And that doesn't mean that we're mocking anything. In fact, we are quite sincere in our attempt to apply this linguistic toolkit to abstract movement, so to speak. But I would argue that it's exactly in this junction between the two, or this dissonance, that the work really starts to happen, because it reveals the discrepancies between the sense-making process of language as a communication efficient device and the way that we sense the making of sense when watching dance. Even though that we had to pause the creation process at the moment for the time being, we are of course very much looking forward to resuming our rehearsals and letting the piece find its final form that we eventually, hopefully, can share with you.